Okay, guys, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm a lawyer. I'm not going to insult your intelligence by pretending I'm some kind of legal expert. However, I see myself as quite an intelligent man who can get to the bottom of these scenarios. And I believe that with a few years of training, I could be a lawyer if I so wanted to. And so I'm going to just explain to you just a little bit about why what certain people did is highly illegal, right? So people always say to me stuff like, "Oh, but like all these people, like Scammer and Fort Worth Barber Supply, and like, on and on and on and on and on. Everybody who participated in the try to stop T-pop getting into America committed a federal crime, right? And I just thought it'd be like, oh, you might get a fine or something, or oh, it's a little bit, but that's naughty. But you know what I mean? Slap on the wrist, they'll get away with it because they're rich. However, why is this so sticky? Because it's been on my ass. What the fuck? Right, anyway, so I'm going to tell you what I found out. And it looks like it's a really big federal crime. So let me read this to you. Unlawful restraint of trade. Sherman Act, Section 1. The crime is unreasonable restraint of trade. Legal citation 15 USC, I think it's in Section 1. But I'm sure some smart little American criminals in the comments will be able to let me know. So the violation, agreements that restrict competition, such as forcing a brand to stay out of a major market like the US, could be considered an illegal contract or conspiracy in restraint of trade. Penalties are criminal penalties of up to 100 million for corporations and 1 million or 10 years in prison for individuals. Right. So I'm going to put this contract on the screen, right? And I'm going to put this contract on the screen. I'm going to blur it a little bit. So pause this video if you want to. Read this and read what's going on here. Okay. This is a contract sent to me in 2022 or maybe early 2020? I can't remember the exact time. But it'll be on the fucking thing. I'm just on the video. To get me to agree to never sell TPOB in the United States of America and Canada. Right. So that right there, you tell me, I want to know honestly from you guys, right? Does that sound like what I just described? The violation is an agreement that restricts competition, such as forcing a brand to stay out a major market like the US, could be considered an illegal contract or conspiracy in restraint of trade. Penalties are criminal penalties up to 100 million for corporations and 1 million and 10 years in prison for individuals. So, do you believe that the boss of Stylecraft making that contract and sending it to me constitute as that? Because if you agree, which I think that way, I didn't know it was such a big crime up until now, and I've done a little bit more digging. I knew it was sketchy. I knew it was a scumbag thing to do, and I would never in a million years sign that. Are you mad? But just the fact that they tried to coerce me into doing it, and not only did they try to coerce me into signing that, but there were stipulations like, you must sign this. If you don't sign this, you do not get your $80,000 deposit back, and you do not get your $300,000 worth order that we have made. But it was already at the factory. I do not know, to this day, why the factory would agree with that, other than dollar bill, y'all. Because obviously I was a smaller brand back then, even though that's quite a substantial order in most of your eyes, you agree, I think, that that's quite a substantial order. But this is it. That's all I can say, really. I believe that is a conspiracy in restraint of trade. They tried to conspire because they planned it. It's not like they just like, oh, you know what? I've got a rough idea. It's a contract. They planned it because anything that's got a contract is planned. You have to discuss it with somebody, like somebody legal. So that makes it a conspiracy. So Stylecraft, scammer, they said numerous times in the messages I've got that they were talking to each other. We're going to talk to the bosses at Gamma or Starcraft. So that's two people involved. And there's the lawyer who was involved, and then there's whoever was involved in China. So there's at least 4 people. So let me just Google this. How many people does it need to be a conspiracy in USA? Right, let's see. Under US federal law, a criminal conspiracy requires at least 2 people agreeing to commit an illegal act and taking at least one overt act. So that's what I said. The meeting is more than 2 people or 2 people. And then the one overt act, which is creating the contract and sending it to me and asking me to sign that toward carrying it out. So the agreement, number 1's the agreement, number 2's the intent, the knowingly can interpret the law, and 3 is the overt act. Now, there's people in the comments who will know, little lawbreakers and stuff, who will know about this. It's basic stuff, and anyone who's from an area that's not fucking, I don't even know what, but anyone who's from any type of area that's not rich will know somebody who's been caught on a conspiracy charge, and they know what it's about, and they know that literally you can have someone who's deep into it, and then you can have someone else who's just discussed it, and they can all get the punishment together under the umbrella of a conspiracy. I think they call it RICO, don't they? Some public. Anyway, everyone knows about this, unless you're a posh kid who grew up in fucking Chelsea or something like that. But what I'm saying is, that's not just a scumbag move. They tried to create a monopoly. They broke the federal law. Can I do anything about this? I want to ask you guys, can I do anything about this? And if you know anyone who can help me do anything about this, because I'll do it for fun. I will press charges about that for fun, because I believe that it's thinking. You can say all you want about me. A lot of people will say about me. They'll be like, T-Bob, you slander everyone. My opinion on joking isn't really slander. It's just my opinion. And even if it is slander, it's just a little thing. It's like a slap on the wrist. Oh, you naughty boy! Come to civil court. We're gonna get you a fine. You got to pay this man $70,000. I don't give a shit, bruv. Don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about serious crime, though. I'm talking about serious crime in the jurisdiction where you live. Like, are you stupid or something? Like, are they actually stupid to commit a federal crime whilst in a US federal crime, whilst sat in the US off his own number, off his own phone number that I've still got saved in my phone with the names and the company and everything on the screen? Like, are they mad or are they stupid? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, should I just ignore this and let it go? Should I push it? Whatever. I mean, I feel like I've won anyway. I've done really well since then. It's been a hefty 2 years, and we're going to keep pushing forward. But I just want to share with you, like, stuff that happens in the industry that you guys don't see. So a lot of people will think, well, why is T-Pod pushing so much against these people, against this thing? It's because they're fucking horrible people behind the scenes. Like, to me, it doesn't matter how you display yourself in public, John Cena, on public. If you're a scumbag behind the scenes, doesn't matter, because you can be the nicest guy in the world, praise God, blah blah blah. Look at my family, look at my wife. If you're a scumbag behind closed doors, then none of that matters. And you guys playing the God card, should have more respect for what you believe in, because if you believe there's a man above who's watching over us all, then you know goddamn well, no pun intended, that you can see when you're being a shitbag. Okay, so please let me know in the comments what you think about this. Who's right? Who's wrong? What should I do? And yeah, I can't wait to hear it. And peace out.